Take a deep breath in and exhale. Keep breathing deeply. Close your eyes. See yourself entering into a place that goes beyond the physical place that you are at. It's a place that you can call special, magical, sacred, blessed. Use the word that resonates with you the most. This is your space. It is in your meditation. And it is about your life. Take a deep breath in. And relax, because just thinking about the place has been created. There is no need at all for you to do anything else. Relax. The important thing about this space is that it allows our soul to meet and acknowledge each other, to celebrate and nourish each other. Take a deep breath in and exhale. See yourself in the present, surrounded by the entity that you value the most. God, the higher power, the source, the universe, the grand organized design, the all-powerful spirit, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever belief system do you have, it is perfect, even in the perceived imperfection of some concerned citizens. Some concerned citizens that may have expressed about your beliefs or about that entity that you value, or including if you are doubting that entity or anything in your belief system, because you are asking yourself, how can it be that I still believe in fill the blank? I still believe in fairy tales. Does that make you fill the blank? What do you believe? You are becoming if you keep believing in the fairy tale. Do you realize that people that have achieved amazing things were people that in some part of their journey they were so convinced about that fairy tale that they believed in that no one else could see that vision, and they doubted themselves. So instead of putting pejorative labels on yourself, just embrace with yourself with love. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, receive every question that is showing up as part of the message for today. If something like, how does this work? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, realize that when you took that deep breath in, you trusted, you flow with the fact that there were going to be oxygen in that air. You completely trusted that there was going to be oxygen there. If you choose, you can see that oxygen as a gift from the entity that you value the most. And if you keep in mind that oxygen is essential and you don't need to be anything, anyone in particular to do anything in particular, just be And you have that, what is essential for your existence, at the reach of your nose. What if you choose to see life as all those things that are essential as gifts and everything else as extra gifts? How will you behave if you go through life believing that the most important things have already been given to you and everything else are extra gifts? Take a deep breath in and exhale. Declare that you are willing and able to make the most of this time and from your life. Declare that by being here, you got out of the trap of doing more stuff, and you have been giving yourself the gift for your mind to become sharper and more precise, your spirit to become stronger, and your heart to become more loving. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that you are keeping yourself alert, that you are aware that whatever message shows up today is coming all the way from the subconscious to the conscious. And that with that is giving you the opportunity to realize what has been hidden and still has been also leading your perceptions, decisions, and actions. Therefore, when you become aware of what has been hidden and still leading your decisions, perceptions, and actions, you can heal. You can heal those perceptions. You can redesign your future. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let go any attachment to a specific way or form for the message for today. Are you aware that the message could show up as a thought, memory, body sensation, particular emotion, something in our time together, something afterwards, something that looks like very related with the topic, or something that looks like it doesn't have anything to do with that? Maybe it's a song that you remember suddenly, or maybe it's a poem. It's okay. Embrace it. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, remember that there will be a lot of questions, and let go those that you perceive that you are not prepared and that you are not ready to answer. Let go the need to feel that this is a competition. You will answer what you want to answer, and you will remember whatever it is that is most important for you. Trust you will remember eventually. If it's important. If you don't remember, relax. Then it wasn't important for you at this time. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let go the attachment to a specific message. But how do I know if I am attached to a specific way or form, or to a specific message. If at the end you believe, oh, I think today the meditation didn't work because of fill the blank, there you have the attachment. There will be some times that you can feel like, wow, today was like fireworks. And there will be some other times that it will feel like a gentle breeze. Are you aware that even if you perceive that, oh, today I think nothing happened, I got distracted, there are a lot of seeds getting into your mind. And when it's time, they will allow you to flourish and prosper. Take a deep breath in and let go the attachment on a specific message. Is that message an option? Indeed, it could be. Could today show up another thing? Another message could show up? Yes. Therefore, what if you right now choose to have the attitude that whatever message shows up today, it is the message that for today will allow you to learn, grow, and evolve with the most. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Are you keeping in mind the universe is infinite? Are you keeping in mind the universe is infinite? Infinity rule. Infinity rules. Infinity rules. Infinity rules. Infinity rules. Therefore, it is time to let go. Let go all attachment. Let go. Does having attachment makes you a bad person? At all. Not at all. Attachments are the privilege of people that are alive. Attachment shows that you have some preferences. Attachments show that you have some belief behind those attachments that are supporting them. At the moment that you transform their beliefs, the attachment will transform. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And declare that you remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, observe which came first. A thought, memories, body sensation, particular emotion, a specific person, a specific event, something attached to your past, to your present circumstances, or to your future. And if it is attached to your future, are you looking into a future that is a repetition of your worst nightmares of the past? Or your worst nightmare of the present circumstances? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations of their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Is it possible that you are concerned that your future will be fill the blank because you haven't been able to fill the blank? What do you perceive haven't been able about around transferring ownership of situations to their owners? Or what are you concerned you will become if you do that? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, look into your past, the moment that is the strongest. Is it possible that it is the moment that you perceive you were unable to remove obstacles? That you remove obstacles but fill the blank? That you transferred the ownership of the situation to their owners and fill the blank? Or is it the situation that you perceive others transfer ownership of situations that to you that were not yours? Or that they transfer situations that were yours but you perceive you were unable to manage them? Whatever it is, embrace that event, people, places, circumstances as part of the message for today. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. What if right now you choose to ask yourself, am I aware of who owns each part of a situation? Are you aware of who owns each part of a situation? Is it possible that the situation have multiple parts and there are some parts that are yours and other parts are from someone else? Take a deep breath in and exhale everything that could be overwhelming, everything that could be taking your peace away. Realize and keep in mind, this meditation is about expanding your sphere of consciousness, expanding your sphere of awareness, expanding, raising your level of alertness, and by being here, you are already achieving that. By being here, you are already transforming your future. You started to transform your future at the second that you gave yourself permission to be here. Take a deep breath in and exhale, observing what are your concerns. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Are you concerned that you have the knowledge, skills, abilities to solve a situation? Therefore, you should fill the blank. The question is, have you ever realized that a situation could be perceived different by different people? Is it possible that you are looking into a situation that someone else's have as a problem and you are trying to solve a problem that they don't see it in that way? Maybe they perceive it is great. Maybe they on purpose did it that way. You are concerned because it shouldn't look like fill the blank. Do you realize that when you say it shouldn't look like, you are using your values, your scale of values to evaluate the situation? Therefore, for some could be a really big problem, and for others could look like funny, creative. What a great experience. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. As you are asking yourself, if you are aware of each part of a situation, is it possible that you are trying to support others by speeding up things? Is it possible that by you trying to speed up fill the blank, you are taking away from them the opportunity to learn fill the blank? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Observe if you are believing, if I do that, I am a bad person because of fill the blank. Realize it's part of your message for today. Could it be that you are trying to solve in the situations to everyone around you, and that you are complaining that at the end of the day you haven't been able to achieve fill the blank? Is it possible that someone else is working with a situation that you are the best one to work with? Is it possible that you are using others as an excuse to avoid to deal with fill the blank with situation that you're trying to avoid? And if you're thinking in only one area of your life, because that could maybe happening, realize that you are more than one area of your life: vocational, physical, financial, familial, mental, spiritual, social. Is it possible that you are very concerned about the situations that fill the blank, who have the situation? And by doing so, you are avoiding to deal with the bigger situation that you have in that area of your life or in another area. For example, take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, keep in mind that by being here, you are expanding your sphere of consciousness, you are expanding your sphere of awareness, you are expanding, raising your level of alertness. By being here, your future has already been transformed. And from now on, with a new level of consciousness, you will approach things in a different way. You will approach situations in a different way. Take a deep breath in And exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Do you feel free to remove obstacles? Do you feel that since you are free to remove obstacles, you should support everyone to achieve fill the blank? Are you getting mad at me? Thinking that I want you to stop fill the blank? That's part of your message. Is it possible that when others try to advise or to question or to even make a small comment around fill the blank, you automatically react? You took it like a personal stuff against you? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Do you realize that if you believe that by transferring the ownership of situations to their owners, you are a bad person, you will avoid to do it? Even if you realize it is their situation. Is it possible that from those events in the past that you perceive that you were unable to remove obstacles, or that you remove obstacles but fill the blank, or that others didn't remove obstacles for you and fill the blank, or others gave you the ownership of situations that weren't yours? Is it possible that some of the labels that you have on your self-image today are coming from those situations, from any of those situations? Either you place them on yourself or someone else's did, and you believe them. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Is it possible that you are trying to keep your mind, yourself, all the time busy to avoid, to face, fill the blank? Be honest with you. Relax, you don't need to tell anyone. Is it possible that you are trying to be in charge, to micromanage, because you don't trust fill the blank? What do you don't trust? On others or on yourself? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. See how you feel about it. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, look for a moment into a future. How would you love to be able to transfer ownership of situations to their rightful owners in every area of your life? Vocational, physical, financial, familial, mental, spiritual, social. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. Observe what are you telling if you are able to remove obstacles or not, able to transfer ownership of situations to their owners or not. Or are you concerned that, fill the blank, everything is part of your message for today? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Do you realize that when you believe that you will be a bad person if you fill the blank, you avoid to do it? How will you love to be able in every area of your life to transfer the ownership of situations? Are you thinking that you have to do something like mega big, mega? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, have you ever considered the possibility to start with the smallest step? How are you thinking? How are you speaking? How are you listening? Review all those labels that are on you related to those situations or to the way that you listen, to the way you speak. Take all those labels away. Relax, you can put any of them back if you want. However, are you here to transform your life? Therefore, consider the possibility to place new labels on you. How will you love to be able to listen and to speak? But what? What have to do one thing with the other? Do you realize that when you listen actively, you give yourself a space to have the discernment to evaluate the situation? Because is it possible that you have been trying to solve situations for others that they don't even consider those situations as problems? And you're so frustrated. They have that problem. And they are so happy because they have that fill the blank, something that brings them joy. For example, take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Is it possible that when you interact with people that you perceive they are different than you in the way they remove obstacles, in the way they transfer the ownership of situation to their owner, you automatically close yourself to their ideas, to their projects, to the possibility to collaborate with them? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Could ever have happened to you that you thought a situation was a problem and those that have the situation didn't consider it as such? Could it be that some of your time is used in trying to solve situations for others, and at the end of your day, you resent from yourself not having achieved fill the blank? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Do you realize that in order for you to step up into new levels of service, profit, health, freedom, and greatness, in whichever way you value the most, when you give yourself permission to listen actively, you start to interact in a different way with people, places, circumstances, because you develop the discernment of when to interact, when to act, or when not to. And if you are concerned that by fill the blank, you will stop doing fill the blank, that is all information for you today. Am I asking you to stop fill the blank? Are you keeping in mind you have the final saying here? However, is it possible that in one area of your life you are frustrated about fill the blank? And in a way, part of that responsibility isn't yours. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owner. And as you step into new levels of service, profit, health, freedom, and greatness, whichever thing you value the most, do you realize that new labels on yourself are part of the deal? So which labels are you willing to consciously and intentionally choose from now on? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare, I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align to transfer ownership of situations. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align to transfer ownership of situations to their owners. Choose the affirmation that resonates with you the most. The key is love, because the key is love. And if you're thinking love as a strategy, that is fill the blank, that is part of your message for today. Do you realize that if love as a strategy you believe is something too weak, you will not give it a try? If you believe love is a powerful strategy, then it's another whole new game. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. I remove obstacles, transferring ownership of situations to their owners. Blessings.